Hello viewers, and welcome back to another episode of Marjana's Kitchen, where today we'll be showing you how to make this delicious, flaky, crumbly Soan Papdi, also known as patisa. A very easy dish to follow, and very easy, simple, step-by-step recipe. Okay then my lovelies, stay with me and I'll show you how this is made. First of all, you will need half a cup of plain flour, half a cup of basin flour. Mix it well together. Then heat a flat pan and add 2 tablespoons of ghee or butter. Once all melted, add the flour ingredients. You got to constantly keep on stirring this. There'll be lots of lumps and bumps, but it will start to break away as you stir. If you don't have basin flour, no worries, just use plain flour instead. But the basin flour does give it an extra something. I stirred it for about 12 minutes on a low heat. Set this aside and move on to the next step. To make the caramel, add 1 cup of sugar and add a little bit of water, about 4 to 5 tablespoons. Not too much water though, just enough to make the sugar a little bit wet. Stir and let it turn into caramel. 25 to 30 minutes on a medium heat. Constantly keep on stirring this. And don't rush this by putting the heat up either, it will just burn the sugar and you end up with brown crystals. As soon as the sugar turns a nice golden colour, it's ready. You can test this a little bit as well. I'm sorry the camera doesn't show it really well, but if you add a little bit into cold water, you can sort of mould it into a little ball. That's when you know it's ready. Turn the heat off and pour into a pan and let it set for a minute or 2. Don't touch this as it was extremely hot. Keep stirring the caramel, folding it inwards, and as it cools it will solidify a little bit, making it easier to work with your hands later on. Alright then guys, let's move on now. I'm going to remove the caramel from the pan and put it onto the worktop now. I'm going to fold this caramel over and over. Keep pulling out and folding over and over. Do this about 15 to 20 times. Then roll it out into a long sausage sized piece and then join the 2 ends together. Right then, now it's time to sprinkle over the flour mixture over the caramel ring. Keep on stretching this and twisting this and fold it over like a figure of 8. Keep on doing this for about 30 minutes over and over. The caramel and the basin flour will start to get tight and resist for a little while and you think it's all going to fail and not work out. But don't give up. Keep going. I promise you it will turn into patisa or Soan Papdi. Do be careful not to overstretch, as the caramel will snap and break. This is the part in our recipe that we thought we hit a brick wall and all had failed. We were about to give up, and we even were about to put the camera away. But my wife said, nope, let's keep on going. So she went on for about 10 minutes, kept pulling, stretching, going round and round in circles, and eventually it actually did turn into Soan Papdi. So don't give up, guys, keep on going. Awesome. Look how stringy and thin the threads are getting now. Keep on going. It's really important that you get the sugar mixture and the flour mixture just right. You've got to roast the flour mixture. Get rid of that raw flour tasting. After about 30 minutes, you can see how stringy it's all gone. And even the colour has changed from a crispy golden brown to a nice pale blonde. It looks a bit like candy floss, I think. You can pick out some of the thick, chewy caramel bits and then keep pulling and stretching and making them finer. My Soan Papdi is now ready, and I'm going to set it in this lovely little round dish. You can set it in any kind of dish you like. I prefer this round circular one. I garnished it with pistachios. You can use any kinds of nuts and raisins or fruits that you like. Lightly press using your fingertips to create the shape and mould. Don't overfill it, otherwise it will be too heavy and dense. Tap it out gently and you have your perfectly homemade Soan Papdi ready. We just really wish we had somewhere to take these to now, a party or a wedding. But 2020, I don't think it's going to happen. We really hope you enjoyed watching this episode of Marjana's Kitchen, and please try and make this at home for yourself. This Soan Papdi patissa is delicious and really simple and easy to make. Just need a little bit of muscle to work it out with. I'm going to split one in half now and show you how beautiful the inside is. It's like cotton candy, really fine thin threads and really chewy to eat as well. It's delicious. Don't forget to hit that bell button for more updates on Marjana's videos. Please like and share, and don't forget to comment. We'll answer all your questions. Thank you for watching. Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Marjana's Kitchen, where today we'll be showing you how to make this beautiful Bengali Mishti dish. It's called the Sada Misti. This is one of my favourite Mishtis. It's really hard to come by unless you live in one of the bigger cities where there are Bengali sweet stores. So that's why here at Marjana's Kitchen we will be proudly showing you how to make this quick and simple delicious Mishti dish, perfect for all year round. Right then, let's get cooking. I'm going to first of all show you all the ingredients. First of all, you will need 2 cups of chana and 2 tablespoons of ghee, 1 tablespoon of milk powder, 2 tablespoons of flour, 2 teaspoons of semolina and 2 teaspoons of sugar. Step 1. Prep for the sugar water. You will need 9 cups of water and 5 cups of sugar. Slowly bring it all to the boil and prep for the next step. Blend all the dry ingredients into the chana and mix really well. I then added the ghee and again mix really well for about 3 to 4 minutes until a smooth dough forms. Tear off equal pieces and shape into smooth round balls. Ideally you would want your Sada Mistis to be perfectly smooth with no cracks. Once the sugar syrup has started to boil, add the Sada Mistis into the boiling water. Cover and simmer for 15 minutes on high heat. Make sure not to uncover the lid. After 20 minutes, turn the heat down onto a medium-low setting and cook for a further 30 minutes. They will definitely grow in size, but there's plenty of room in this pot for them to move about. After about 45 minutes, I uncovered and checked the water level. You see, it hasn't really dehydrated too much. They're still soaking in lots of sugar syrup. Carefully turn the mishtis around, careful not to break them. Pop the lid back on and simmer on a low heat for another 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, turn the heat off and let the mishti cool down. I'm going to show you a little tip for this mishti. Take the mishti out and pop it into a cold glass of water. If the mishti sinks down to the bottom of the glass, it has cooked. If it hasn't, pop back into the boil for a further few minutes. The total cook time for this mishti was about 50 to 60 minutes. It depends on the size of the mishti really. You want to leave the mishtis to soak overnight in the sugar syrup. Okay, so the next day, I'm going to garnish my Sada Mistis with some crumbled moa. These look absolutely delicious. I can't wait to try one, or maybe 2. This Sada Misti was absolutely super fun and easy to make. We hope you make this at home and let us know what you thought of it. It was very soft and juicy. Thanks guys for watching this episode of Marjana's Kitchen. We can't wait to see you next time and show you what great new recipe ideas we will be creating. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and share, comment and like. Hello viewers and welcome back to another episode of Marjana's Kitchen, where today we'll be showing you how to make this beautiful Rasmalai Sondesh. This is a unique dish to Bangladesh. It's very delicious and easy to make. You will need the following ingredients to make this Sondesh: 2.5 cups of chana, 1.5 cup of milk powder, and 1 cup of condensed milk. Start off by adding the condensed milk into the chana and mix with an electric blender or a hand whisk. Add the milk powder and continue to mix for another minute or 2. Add 3 tablespoons of milk just to make it a little bit more easy to mix. Once the mixture is nice and blended, line the dish with parchment paper or foil and then add the mixture into the dish. Level it all nice and smooth as you can, and then cover it securely with a piece of foil. I'm going to show you 2 ways on how to cook this. The first option is, if you don't have a steamer, head into something similar like this and cook it on the stove. I'm going to use my steam cooker though. Make sure not to use too much water in the steamer, otherwise it will boil and overflow. Pop the dish in carefully and cover and steam for about 40 minutes. I'm going to check this in about 40 minutes to see if it's ready. If it's not ready, then I'm going to steam for another 5 to 10 minutes. Whilst that is steaming, I'm going to prepare the milky Malay sauce. Pour about 2 litres of milk into a saucepan. Then add 2 tablespoons of condensed milk. You can also use sugar or honey if you like. I think the condensed milk gives it another extra richness. Add a cup of milk powder, and then bring this all to a boil. Keep stirring and make sure it doesn't curdle up. You're going to want this to evaporate by half. Let's check on the steamer now, it's been about 45 minutes. Remove the foil covering gently and prick it with a sharp object. Let's see if it's ready. If it's not, I'm going to steam it for a further 10 minutes. Nope, it's not ready yet. I steamed it for another 10 minutes and then, ta-da, it's perfect. It's all nice and dry and cooked right the way through to the middle. I kept this in the fridge for about an hour or 2 before I turned it inside out. Remove the foil carefully. Turn it over and cut it into squares or any kind of shapes you prefer. The consistency of this dessert is very similar to a New York baked cheesecake, but tastes exceptionally different. And I prefer it more actually, it tastes delicious. Right then, these creamy little beauties are ready to eat now and serve. You can have it as it is, or you can add it with a Malay sauce. I prefer it with the sauce. Finally, finish it off with some pistachios and some saffron and some almonds. Thanks for watching Marjana's Kitchen. We hope you enjoyed this episode. We can't wait to show you what's going on next on our recipe channel. Please like and share and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.